ladies and gentlemen. My name is Trent. Lovely to meet you. And I'm going for a walk, and I thought I would spend some time with you. You know, I'm a 30-year-old male. I'm a working class male, plumber, Melbourne, Victoria. And for the first time in my life, I've started to switch on and realize that my future isn't going to be the same as my grandparents. In the sense of, for me personally, I can't see myself affording kids anytime soon. Can't see myself affording a home anytime soon either. Been a plumber for 15 years, running my own business for 3. I wouldn't say it's overly successful, but I wouldn't say it's overly unsuccessful either. You know, like most people. No, well, not like most people. I don't know most people. I'm a year 9 dropout, picked up a trade, and that's what I've been doing ever since, you know. What my parents did, what my parents' parents did, and what my parents' parents did before that. But all I know is I don't have anywhere near the same living conditions that they do, or what I even used to have 10 years ago. I'm earning the most I've ever earned, but have the least amount of purchasing power. What's all that about? Even over my life, I've just noticed the things around me start to degrade as well. You know, the services that we get from our government, from our big brother, from our overlords, you know? We seem to be getting taxed higher. Our restrictions seem to be becoming more. You know, rules and regulations, Australia, what's all that about? You know, I'm proud to be an Australian. But the way our society looks at the moment, I don't like it at all. There's so much division. You know, what's all this about? You know, I want to get political in my life, but what's all this about hating on migrants, you know? I have fucking way more in common with Akmal, Muhammad and Sandeep than I do with fucking Albanese or fucking Julie Gillard, Kevin Rudd, any of these people. You know, I just can't believe the state of the world at the moment. But anyways, what am I talking about today? I'm just going for a walk thinking about, it's a Friday night. I've had a hard day at work. Going for a walk to unwind. This is how I get into sort of a bit of meditation. I really like the walking, you know, how it makes me feel. Sort of get into a bit of a rhythm and I can ponder things. Slap some music on as well, baby. We're in a trance. But I'm just sort of unpacking my week. And I'm really like, I've got my goals and my objectives that I'm thinking about and I'm really moving through them. But I can't help but to think, man, why are things so fucking tough at the moment? Do I just suck? Is it me? Am I doing something wrong? I don't know who else feels like that. But it fucking sucks. I'm not playing victim here by any chance. Ain't no way, baby. I'm responsible for where I reside, you know, the bed I make. But I just can't help but to fight this feeling I can feel inside. I don't know if you guys can relate, but it just feels like the day-to-day experience we have just feels not human. I don't know. I think of a time like before the 50s, before the end of the Second World War. There wasn't such thing as suburbia. You know, how did humans live back then? Just feels, since COVID, things just feel a lot grosser, and I'm not having a bar of it anymore. And I just want to voice myself and start talking about it. Things just, I don't know, I can't put words to it. This is why I'm even starting this channel. I can just feel things inside, things that I notice. And just, you know, something about even like the nature strip, you know, nature strip is something that we can think about, you know. It's not mine, but it's not theirs, meaning like, you know, the councils and the governments. But it's something that no one pays attention to. Hey, man, have a look at this. Like this in here, you know. Just going for a walk and you can see like overgrown everywhere. You know, it's not my responsibility, it's not their responsibility. Well, it is their responsibility, but no one gets to it. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just notice things. And one day, maybe I'll make some sense. But thank you for listening so far. And there's going to be more videos, but I don't know what I'm saying.